Alright, folks, so I've tasked myself with making delicious content more regularly. This is Mellow Mission Productions. I'm a blogger and vlogger and I guess podcast maker. Make music, make webcomics, all kinds of stuff. Find a lot of it at fractaljournal.com. If you type in www.fractaljournal.com to your search bar, it should take you there. If that don't work, do https:// So, right now, I'm working on a project about water. And I wanted to make a vlog about that, but I want to make it more in-depth. And it's taken quite a bit longer than I was expecting it to, just because there's a lot of information that needs to be presented in a cogent and coherent manner, and I really want to start taking this issue more seriously in terms of how I present it, because it is a very fascinating and very serious issue. Water as a resource, how it's being used worldwide, etc., what there is to be concerned about, what there isn't. Yeah, I'm not one for alarmism, but I'm somebody that understands that stewardship is a necessity. Just like you take care of your house, you take care of the environment, unless you want, crap to float down the river. As actually occurred at some river, it caught on fire, which is what's happening to my bratwurst right now. Yeah. So I'm making some brats and some beer because I'm a typical dude. And don't those look lovely? I don't know if you can see them with my horrible cameramanship. But yes, speaking of beer, my good folks, in South Africa they have a tradition of brewing beer. I think it's sorghum beer for all kinds of ceremonial purposes. And one of the things that happened to this practice when the large dam got built, I think it was called the Kariba. This is something I am attempting to remember from reading Jacques Leslie's book, Damned, the epic struggle over displaced people, the environment, etc., something to that effect. But when they built that dam, all these people had to move, and the World Bank and the other institutions were setting this up didn't do a terribly good job. So the process of brewing beer and drinking it in moderation for ceremonial purposes got disrupted, and when they moved into a more urbanized area, alcohol became recreational, more recreational than ceremonial, where women used to brew the beer and taste it before they gave it to the men, etc. So everybody started getting drunk, and there became an alcohol problem. So everything we do in terms of what we do with water, whether we dam it or not, has all of these kinds of impacts on people. I don't think you have to go to Africa to know that displaced people are probably going to be prone to some alcoholism, etc. So on a social aspect is one thing there that just, I have a beer here, I'm going to enjoy it. A lot of water went into making this beer as well, and I'm not one that's like, oh my goodness, we need to stop our extravagant lifestyles. Yeah, absolutely, we should try not to be wasteful, but I live in a pretty water-rich area, and yeah, we still should think about it, but it's going to take more than just guilt-tripping each other. It's going to take a lot of thought, and hopefully in my next video I can provide that. This placeholder here is what it is. Thanks for joining me here briefly on Mellow Mission Production Vlogs. Cheers. Gotta open this, but yeah, cheers.